Okay. The Lord have me here today. This might be for someone where here we will be speaking a little bit on medications, psychiatrists and therapists, but also want to give you spiritual insight too, and spiritual hope and spiritual encouragement too. Now, there are times in our lives that we go through different things, right? And we have the enemy discouraging us within our own mind. And we also have God enlightening us and encouraging us within our own hearts and minds. And I want to get you to understand that, they got this thing about hearing voices and all this stuff. Listen, there's a voice of good and there's a voice of evil. And that's going to be just with almost with any human being that God made on this earth. That's why we need spiritual enhancement to be able to enhance whichever voice has the greatest over our lives. Now, the more we get closer to God, then God's voice will enhance over the enemy voice. But the more we keep giving into the enemy and the sins of this world, which cannot really help us in the concepts of this world, cannot help us, then we would get more discouraged. We would hear the enemy voices. So this thing about hearing voices, guess what? There's two voices. There's God's voice and the devil's voice. Be encouraged. So this thing about hearing voices is God's voice and the devil's voice. But whatever one that we give more into, give heed more into whatever we do in our lives, that's the voice that seems like it will enhance more. But moving forward, let me encourage you about that. You allow God's voice to come in, it would encourage you more. And you do things of Satan and of the world, and his voice will come in. But even with that, God can still silence his voice. And I want to encourage you all to be that's in mental health treatment, be mindful how the medications also is working in you, because they even let you know the side effects or whatever. And be mindful, because sometimes those side effects can make you feel worse and make you feel that you're hearing voices or whatever. And let me tell you, and to me, sometimes it enhances those negative thoughts and the voice of the enemy. Even though the voice of the enemy will always be there, but God can silence his voice and give you power over it. But sometimes those medications enhances it. But I tell you, you come off some of those medications, the enemy voice will come off those medications and get maybe something that's more mild and more peaceful. Get a medication that don't have all those side effects. You will see the enemy voice silence it and calm it down. So your medication does matter. If you have bad side effects, get off of it. Have them to try something better, something quieter, and the enemy voice will become quieter. Be encouraged. It's hope. It's hope. It's hope. It's hope.